we will be looking at what statolith hypothesis is. First of all, before going to the hypothesis, we will be looking what is the meaning of statolith. What is statolith? So before you study the statolith hypothesis, you should understand the term statolith. You should understand the term statolith. Statolith is an organelle represented as in here. Statolith is an organelle that will be synthesizing starch and it will be storing starch. Statolith is an organelle that synthesizes and stores starch, and this will also be helping in detecting the gravity. This will also be helping in detecting the gravity. So, as in analysis, we can tell that statoliths are dense amyloplasts and it is an organelle that synthesizes and stores starch, which will be involving in perception of gravity also. So I hope you all got the basic idea of statolith. Then we will move into statolith hypothesis. Statolith hypothesis. In statolith hypothesis, plants they detect gravity by settling of statoliths. I told you statolith is an organelle that will be storing and synthesizing starch and it will be detecting the gravity. So they will be detecting gravity by settling statoliths. So you have to understand this carefully. You have to understand this carefully. This diagram. Before coming to this diagram, I'll be explaining you this concept. So if we take a plant, this up part is the shoot and the down part, that is the root. This is the root. So what happens here is the gravity is acting downwards. The gravity is acting downwards. So when gravity is acting downwards, the statoliths they are getting deposited in the down part. The statoliths they are getting deposited in the down part. And what happens there is this side, that means this way there is a positive gravitropism and shoot will be growing opposite to the gravity. So there is a negative gravitropism here. There is a negative gravitropism because the shoot is growing upwards, that is in the opposite direction of gravity. But the root will be growing downwards, that is in the direction of gravity. So that is said to be positive gravitropism and this is said to be negative gravitropism. So these statolith components settle under the influence of gravity to the lower portion of cells. As I explained you, they will be settling on the lower portion of the cell. On every cell, they will be depositing in the lower portion. They will be depositing in the lower portion. So, in roots, statoliths are located in the certain cells of root cap. You all know where is root cap. So, this is the root cap. So, they will be settling in the root cap. So, we can find statoliths in the root cap. So, this is how the statoliths they are present in the cell. This is how the statoliths they are present in the cell. And this is the way. This is a vertical plant when it is planted in the ground. But to detect this scenario, to understand the scenario, how the plant is detecting the gravity, they have made it, the vertical plant, they have made it like this to be horizontal. They have made it to be horizontal like this. And this is right after when the plant is taken from the vertical position. But when time passes, the statolith has been deposited on the lower part of the root cells. On the lower part of the root cells, the statolith has been deposited. So they have taken a vertical component. That means this is happening according to the vector. But you don't want that. If you understand this, that is enough. So you can see, right after taking from the vertical position, the statoliths, they deposited here like this. But once the root cap, that means once the root or the cell of the plant, they detect the gravity, what happens is they settle downwards. See, they settled in the lower portion of the cell. Can you understand this clearly? See, right after the vertical position, it is like this. But when time passes, the statoliths, they have been deposited on the lower portion. You should understand now, when this happens, when the statoliths, they deposited on the lower portion, what happens is the settling of statoliths will be stimulating the redistribution of calcium ions. When statoliths are deposited on the lower portion, this will be triggering the redistribution of calcium 2 plus ions. This will be stimulating. And what happens is, they will be redistributing everywhere, and by this redistribution, auxin, the hormone auxin, is stimulated. From this calcium 2 plus ions, auxin is getting triggered, and auxin is transported laterally. The meaning laterally means sideways. In the side areas, auxin is going to get transported. Now the auxin is getting transported in the lateral sides. So when auxin is getting transported, both this is transporting, that means calcium ions, they are distributed. They are redistributed. So the redistribution meaning already they were in the position, in the vertical position. Once they turn the plant horizontally, they had to be redistributed. So they will be redistributing and they will be getting accumulated with auxin. When auxin is transported laterally, they will be coming in contact with auxin and they will be getting accumulated in the cell elongating area. In the cell elongating area, they will be getting accumulated. You can watch this. See this? When the plant was in the vertical position, they are like this. Here you can find the auxin. Here there was auxin. Then calcium ion was also there here, and here you can find the statolith. But once they turn the plant horizontally, this is how it is happening. So what happens is, calcium 2 plus ions, they redistributed, auxins, they transported laterally, and they are getting accumulated here. Calcium 2 plus ions and auxin, they are getting accumulated here. And you should know that when there is high concentration of auxin, In root cells, they are inhibiting cell elongation. In root cell, when there is high concentration of auxin, they will be inhibiting the cell elongation. You know this is the cell elongation area. There is a cell division area here and there is a cell elongation area here. You know it. So in the cell elongation area, when they are getting deposited, when they are getting accumulated, in the cell elongation area, there will be no more divisions to make the plant grow. But you can see this in the next slide. I will be explaining you. I hope until here you understood it clearly. So as a result, calcium 2 plus ions and auxins, they are getting accumulated. You should understand this. So when they are getting redistributed, auxin and calcium 2 plus ions, they are accumulating in the down part of the cell elongation area, which will be inhibiting the cell elongation. So this is what, when auxins and calcium ions, they are getting accumulated in the cell elongation area, they will be inhibiting the growth there in the root and it will be growing downwards, and here there is lower concentration of auxin, so they will be growing upside. In the upside they will be growing. So in the lower region the growth should be inhibited for the root to be small and to get fixed in the soil. So it is like this. It is happening like this. So it is curving and it is moving. So this is what our resource book coming to say us, but it's not that clear. The vertical plant is taken horizontally and they are observing how the gravity is detected by plants. So I hope you understood this video. I hope you all are getting advantage from this video. So see this, these diagrams are very clear. So when they were before redistribution and right after turning from the vertical position, it is like this. But when time passes, this happens and the upper side will be growing because the auxin will be inhibiting the cell elongation. So the growth will be like this. So you should understand what negative geotrophic, positive geotrophic or gravitropism, that is the same as I explained you earlier. So I hope you enjoyed this video.